that'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some.
Wow. Oh, what a dagger. Hello friends, welcome to Look and Live. You are now here with Pastor James Devalon, and this is another reaction video. One of my subscribers left me a comment and asked me to check out this artist by the name of Samson and to do a reaction video to his song. So this is Samson. So supposedly there's a song here called, what is that called? A Quick Word. So we're gonna take a look at Samson. This is the first time I'm being introduced to this artist. I don't know exactly who he is, but I'm about to find out. So let's see what Samson has to say here. All right, so we're gonna pause and take a quick commercial break and gonna come back to react to this video. Alright friends, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Click the bell icon to be notified for upcoming videos. Comment below. Tell me your thoughts on this reaction video here. How am I doing? What other videos you would like for me to react to? And also, we have some other stuff going on in this channel as well. Check them out. So let's react to Samson's video, guys, because this is the first time I'm checking out this artist. I'm gonna see what he has to say here. So let's get him on the screen. Here we are. A Quick Word from Samson. 103 subscribers. Okay, so he's been doing it for a while as well, I'm assuming. So what is this about? This is only a couple days old. So this is a recent video. All right, let's take a look at Samson's message here and see what he has to say and what we can learn from him.
Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the man that rules above. He helps get me through these trying times. He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, cause I know you'll do everything to steer me straight.
So he's supposedly praying to God. So this is good, guys. We need to pray every night. You need to bow your knees before God in prayer. So let's see what Samson is doing here.
And gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, cause I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrificed, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, cause they're all gonna have to pay a massive price, but I won't.
All right, so there goes the relationship with God, the disconnection with God, regardless of what people are saying. That's what I'm getting so far. Where is he going though? There's like a I'm sure there's a twist coming, because I can already tell in his behavior. Something is about to happen here. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
And when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, cause they're all gonna have to pay a massive price, but I won't, cause I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter.
What did he say? No, this dude is crazy.
But I won't, cause I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci.
Dear Fauci? What? Is this serious? Oh, wow. That's what you call a 649. That's the bait and switch. The sarcasm is yeah, is out of this world. Yeah, you got me on that one. I kind of knew he wasn't so much about God. I was picking up on that. I was like, I don't know so much if he's talking about the God above, the one that I serve. I'm not sure if that's the one you're referring to, but it really sounded that way, and then he gave you that switch. Oh man, it's just amazing. How does he do that? That sarcasm is awesome.
Every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter is coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some.
Wow. Oh, what a dagger. Okay. And the truth is, there is this concept in the world today, Mr. Fauci is looked upon as if he is God. So I can understand where this mentality is coming from, right? We can't do anything unless we get the approval from the expert, right? Mr. I don't know, I'm going to call him Mr. Scientist, the doctor of the race. So yeah, Samson, you're onto something, boy. This guy is trouble. He's trouble. This guy is trouble, guys.
With my loved ones, maybe open up the window, let the wind blow, maybe circulate the air, mix it up some. No, I was kidding too, it's just a little joke, I would never disapprove. I already put the chairs 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yup, yes my lord, vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not.
Wow, man. Isn't the mentality and the heart of this song true? I mean, what he's talking about is what we are experiencing, so you can't disagree with that. I can't, because I know exactly what he's talking about here. Okay, so yeah, my wife is a nurse. I work in nursing homes myself, apart from ministry. So listen, man, I've heard this. I hear this all the time.
Welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you chumps. Fuck your narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fable. I'm trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine.
So I think in a way he's speaking about from the context of the fearful people who have accepted the doctrine of Mr. Scientist, the doctor of the race, I'm gonna call, and I'm not gonna use his name, just to make sure YouTube doesn't go after me here. But the point is, I guess he's coming from the context that of the people who believes in the gospel of of Mr. the doctor of the race, and as a result of that, he is speaking in this context. But you can also see that level of sarcasm intertwined in that. This artist is very different. Very, very different. But I appreciate the content because I know where he is coming from.
The death, but they're gonna kill me if I let him in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine because he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get free. Now the definition is changed.
It's true. Like, how many more syringes do we need to, stick in our arms? Why? How many more inoculations has to take place before we realize that there is something that's not working here? I don't know. I mean, I stayed away from it, and my family, we like, nope, religious exemption. We staying away from that. As we begin to dig into that, we want nothing to do with it. So,
but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get free. Now the definition is changed. He better stop bitching because he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity, vitamin C and capsules of glutamine.
Yeah. So I see what he's doing. He's speaking both from the sense of a believer of the doctrine of the doctor of the race, and also when I say doctor of the race, you know what I mean, right? So he's speaking like, in a sense, in a sarcastic way, as a believer of the doctrine, and then he turns around and speak also from the context. I don't know. He's speaking from the context of the doctor himself. So he's kind of like giving you that 2 side of the story here. And he's playing a really amazing feel. It's amazing. This video is so simple. He's in front of his bed. And this man is literally like, is shouting some real facts here in the most sarcastic way. This is awesome. Wow.
Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity.
Yeah.
Vitamin C and capsules of glutamine.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, natural immunity, vitamin C, caring for your bodies and everything, and all these different meds, hypomec thing and all that. They used to work, but all of a sudden, since they don't fit in within the narrative of that which is being imposed upon the masses, these means are no longer respected. And I think that was actually very strange how that turned out. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. That which used to work years ago, all of a sudden doesn't work because they don't line up with the context, right? I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say.
Water and exercise, going to the gym and eating healthy, zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt. I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever...
Yeah. My goodness. I got to the heart of the message, so I understand past, the profanity and everything. I see where he's going with this and where he's coming from. Again, yeah, why is the immune system all of a sudden strengthening that is no longer something that is welcome in the discussion? But it works for every other disease. You have cancer, it's all about building the immune system, even heart attack and so on. Building the immune system, going to the gym and work out and eat healthy, a vegetarian diet or a base plant diet, which is the one we try at home to practice. It works for every other disease, but for some reason, when it comes to pestilence 19, you gotta get rid of these ones. I don't get that either.
Light on those, yeah, exactly. I don't know what before 2020. Don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just two different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot.
All right, I need to actually acknowledge the geniusness of this artist. Samson is very smart. He's very intelligent. He is using their tools against them. He is tearing down kingdoms here. He's taking the mentality of what is being imposed through the media and he's using it to his advantage to whip them. That is actually very smart. I got you. I see what you're doing. You're an intelligent kid. I don't know if he's a kid, but I love the hairstyle, by the way. Takes me back a little bit.
Spoon, just two different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research. He's a doctor too. Thinks critically, informs an opinion to the best of his advantage. I mean, I can't even talk to you. Have you not seen the SNL skits? Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if
He's going way too far. He's going way too far. It's taking this stuff to a whole nother level. It's like, and when artists start to speak like this, it's like the end. When artists start to talk like this and the truth start to come out in bits and pieces in this genre of communication through this, we are coming to a place where people are saying, enough. All right, enough is enough. Stop it. Your narrative has been exposed for what it is. The truth is coming out. Okay, there it is.
If you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want, huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way back in the 80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is like way damn different.
Wow, yeah, isn't this... that's the mentality that is we are being fed. It's just that, the same things that happened back then supposedly can't repeat themselves right now. The same way they got it wrong back then, it just can't happen right now. And I think this is actually very weird, the way things have turned out with this pandemic. And these are stuff that, people like myself, my wife, we have these discussions, So he's putting it all into a word here in the most sarcastic way and communicate it to. It's like, this is truth. There's so much truth in this, and he's doing it in such a intelligent way. I appreciate what he's doing. He's packaging it correctly. In the
80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is like way damn different. I'm willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function. That's just Republicans saying some...
Yeah. Gain of function discussion right here. It's a very interesting one. It seems like the evidence is showing that Mr. Doctor, or the doctor of the race, or the scientific figure man, it seems like he's in hot water. When I'm looking at the evidence, I'm like, oh man, it doesn't look very good for you right now. So it might be time to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I did it wrong. We were funding the very thing that was creating a disease that eventually plagued the world. We had a part to play. I think there's a time to come out and be real and acknowledge the fact you were guilty. Anyway, let me leave that alone.
Dumb shit, I don't count that, fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make, it's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that. There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's so true though. It's almost like you wondering, like, the evidence is all just piling up, and there's also a covering up of the evidence also, as if, you know, there is this trying to polish the character kind of thing, as if people don't realize what's going on here. Like, we are not that dumb after all. So
if you butchered beagles, you can murder my grandma. I wouldn't look at it as evil, as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. I even had a video. That's something you guys want to see. I can share it with you because it's on Rumble, by the way. I have a video about an experience that I had seen myself. So yeah, I was taken down from YouTube for it, but it is what it is. It's there. But many grandmothers, many grandfathers, they did them dirty. All right, let's just put it that way. They did them dirty. It's not fair. And to the point where I say God is the only one who's going to vindicate them, because, yeah, they did them dirty. And I'm talking from personal experience, okay?
It is evil, as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog. Alright, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition of the word. It was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No.
That's a good question, though. If I were your fitness coach and I was giving you a routine and it's just keep getting fatter, you're not getting to the goal. It comes to a point where you begin to wonder, like, is this working or not, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think the question is begged to be asked now, you know, it's just not working, okay? So whatever you have assumed over time, you have installed in our mind, what you thought was going to work and what you have imposed has proven to be a failure. And since it is a failure, we have to go back to square one and go back to do the basic things that always worked, you know, taking care of your body, getting adequate rest, you know, vitamin C and so on, like just doing the stuff that works, that always worked. but enough of the syringe. Let's just go back and take care of our immune system, right?
Or better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it, and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different? I think there's...
Actually, I would find someone different. Yeah. I will come to the conclusion that Dr. So-and-so, you may be a good guy or a nice guy, but obviously whatever you're doing is not working for me. I agree with that. This artist is awesome. He's awesome.
There's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living in America, at least until now, you had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start. But how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
Wow. Boy, Samson, you are trouble. You are trouble. You better be careful. Cancel culture, censorship, they might come get you. I hope they don't, because he's telling the truth. Oh, the truth has never tasted so good. I gotta tell you, man. You know, the fact of the matter is, I don't have to say much to this video. It speaks for itself. This artist is very smart, very intelligent. He knows how to use his musical, lyrical approach to communicate a truth in the best way to digest that. And he's packaging it in such a way that it's almost impossible to deny the truth. You can't argue against this, because we know what he's talking about is 100% correct. I know it. We know it. You know it too. So don't let's not deny it, because we know better. All right. So, man, I gotta tell you, thinking about what this guy was talking about here, one thing is certain. Oftentimes, when a lie has become popular, it oftentimes looks as if it is the truth. But soon and very soon, what you begin to realize is that the thing with a lie, no matter how strong it gets, how many people believe in it, soon and very soon it comes crumbling down. You know, the thing about the truth, it stands no matter what is thrown at it. And there's a quotation here I want to close with. This is not a Bible verse, guys, but this is a quotation from a man that I really appreciate in ministry. His name is Charles Spurgeon, right? Charles Spurgeon said this: "A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes." Friends, the truth is putting on its shoes. And Samson in his song here is just telling you the truth, man. And the truth is putting on his shoes, and the lie has to go. And I think we can open the back door and let the lie go where it belongs, because the truth is now saying, here I am. And the shoes is being put on. What could we say? Let's embrace the truth and reject the lie. Until next time, have a good one. Thank you for this video. I really appreciate that. Look unto Jesus and live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.